Joining us now is the property manager at Stow & Go Self-Storage, located in Plymouth, Michigan, but is serving people all across the world, including in Ukraine, as a donation drop-off site. Laurie Foil joins us now on the Michigan Megacast. Laurie, appreciate you being with us.
Well, thank you for having me.
Appreciate having you on. First off, can you tell us about the company that is 1-800 Self-Storage and what and which Stow & Go Self-Storage in Plymouth is part of?
Oh, sure. I'd love to tell you. 1-800 Self-Storage is a self-storage company. We have 12 locations now in the Metro Detroit area, and we have some of the facilities have different things that they offer. Here at Stow & Go Self-Storage, we actually have climate controlled, and we have drive-up style units. And so it varies depending on what location you're at, but basically to meet the needs of people who are looking for storage in between moves or businesses looking for storage. And Stow & Go Self-Storage came to be in 2017 when 1-800 Self-Storage bought our facility, and they decided to go ahead and keep the name Stow & Go Self-Storage because that is what our customers have known for over 30 years.
And so, Laurie, please.
I'm sorry. In a nutshell, that's what we are.
Okay. And so then how did your facilities end up getting involved in donation drives to support humanitarian efforts in Ukraine? It's kind of an interesting connection to a self-storage location and then also being someplace that is helping to manage humanitarian aid drives for those across the world. How did that relationship begin?
Yeah, it is a very interesting way that it developed. We had a group person from Share Ukraine approach our owners, and they explained what was needed. And our owners are always looking for ways to help out in the community. We've done bicycle drives. We've done all kinds of things over the years, collected things for foster children. And so when this group, Share Ukraine, approached them, they immediately said, yes, how can we help? What do they need? And they organized, and we're working together with them and with another group called Ukrainian American Crisis Response Committee.
We're joined by Laurie Foil, the property manager at Stow & Go Self-Storage in Plymouth, joining us on the Megacast. What kind of items are being accepted at your location for these donations at this time? I imagine there's some space that's being dedicated to physical items, but what exactly is being accepted, what is not being accepted, and if so, where do you then send those people to go?
Well, at this point, we are collecting at each of our facilities. We are looking for personal care items, anywhere from personal care items for adults to children, blankets, things like that are necessary to maybe set up a new home once they've gone to an area, medical supplies, which we've already sent a load over with our defense department that was flown out, and they got all kinds of medical beds, things that they need to set up a medical tent to help our Ukrainian friends that are displaced from their home and may need some kind of medical attention. So we wanted to help them with the supplies.
So sometimes in these situations where businesses are accepting donation items for one effort versus another, or for multiple efforts, they may have hours of acceptance of these items that are outside of regular business hours, so not to coincide with regular business being done at these businesses. Is that the case with 100 with Stow & Go Self-Storage in Plymouth, or are there certain hours that are set aside for these donations, or is it during your regular hours?
It's during our regular hours, which our facilities in most cases are open 7 days a week, and the hours are 9:30 till 5. 7 days a week.
So how are donations coming along so far? When did this effort start at your location? And thus far, what has the response been from the community in terms of delivering these items to your business so that you can support Share Ukraine and the Ukrainian American Crisis Response Committee of Michigan in their humanitarian efforts for Ukraine?
Well, we just started our collection of items this past Friday. And to date, most of the facilities have gotten a few donations, but we're now working on getting the word out and letting people know. A lot of times people just need to know where to drop things off. So that was our main goal today, is to let them know where where we are so that they can reach out. You can find us at 1-800-selfstorage.com for locations, phone numbers, any information you might need to be able to make your donation to help our Ukrainian friends.
So there are a number of different 1-800 self-storage locations in Lower Michigan, in Oakland County and the surrounding areas, including a couple of locations in Plymouth. And there's some locations in Wixom, Clinton Township, Oak Park, in Troy, a few locations, Grand Blanc as well, and even in Durand, Michigan. So where among these locations are donations being accepted? Is it just the Plymouth location, or is it among the other locations as well?
No, it's all of our locations are accepting donations at this time.
We're joined by Laurie Foil, the property manager over at Stow & Go Self-Storage in Plymouth, joining us on the MegaCast. 1-800-SELFStorage.com for more information. That's 1-800-SELFStorage.com, including information for the location as well as the contact information for all these locations, so that you can find your local location to drop off items in support of Share Ukraine and the Ukrainian American Crisis Response Committee in their humanitarian efforts to aid those that remain in Ukraine during the ongoing war between Ukraine and the invaders from Russia that's been ongoing for several weeks. So how long will your company be accepting donations at this location? Do you have a set calendar, a set timetable for these, or is this going to be something that's indefinite until your partners in these efforts let you know that this is no longer necessary?
It's indefinite. We're going to be here working, collecting donations as long as we need to.
We're joined by Laurie Foil, the property manager at Stow & Go Self-Storage, located in Plymouth, joining us on the MegaCast. They have a number of different locations, however, all throughout Lower Michigan, where they will be accepting donations that will go to Share Ukraine and to the Ukrainian American Crisis Response Committee of Michigan in order to provide humanitarian aid to those who remain in Ukraine during their war with invaders from Russia. 1-800-SELFStorage.com. That's 1-800-SELFStorage.com for more information. Laurie, can we just go over again what are some of the items that are really being sought after by these organizations that you're partnering with, so that people best understand what are the most important items for them to bring to these locations if they are willing to donate?
You know what? It does range from like personal care items, whether it's shampoo, toothpaste, brushes, combs. It would be anything you would need if you had to leave your home and had to establish another place of residence and you had nothing to do that with. So anything you need for personal care, Band-Aids, diapers for children, if you're thinking along those lines, wipes, anything like that, are basic things that we take for granted. Our friends in Ukraine who have left their home don't have that. So that's what they need. And they need our help to do this, to meet that need.
So, Laurie, after these items are dropped off at your location, about how long are they there before either Share Ukraine, the Ukrainian American Crisis Response Committee of Michigan, or both of these organizations are then picking them up and ultimately getting them to those in Ukraine?
They're coming in and picking those up as soon as we get enough to make it worthwhile for them to come out and get it. We're in contact with them to keep them posted, are updated with what items are here, when we need to pick them up. And of course, they're making their arrangements to get the items to our Ukrainian friends.
We're joined by Laurie Foil, the property manager at Stow & Go Self-Storage in Plymouth. 1-800-SELFStorage.com for more information on their many locations in Lower Michigan, in Oakland County and in surrounding areas around Oakland County as well. Locations with hours between Monday through Friday, 9:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday through Friday, 9:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. Friday, 10 a.m. and Saturdays, 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. Again, those hours at these locations, 9:30 to 5, Monday through Friday, and 10 a.m. to 3 on Saturdays. And you can find more information on all these locations, 1-800-SELFStorage.com, or by going to shareukraine.org, where you'll learn more information about these efforts and other places outside of just these 1-800-Self-Storage locations that you can also donate items for those on the front lines in Ukraine. Laurie, just another minute with you before we'll say goodbye. Anything else that would be important for our audience to keep in mind with this donation drive, or anything else you'd like to speak about today?
Well, just to for everybody to please keep in mind, it doesn't have to just be a one-time donation. It can be ongoing. And for everybody to tell at least 10 people about this so that we can get the word out, because I know everybody's just trying to figure out how we can help, what we can do. And I just feel that just being able to share and talk with everybody about it, and that's how we're going to all get together and be able to let them know that we stand with them.
Laurie, thanks so much for joining us.
You're welcome. Thank you for having me.